Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. We got an all incinerator day today. Boom Beach released the Scorcher without any GBE costs, and you're saying I'm not going to use it? Come on, this is broken. Now, the incinerator stats are a bit lower than Scorcher stats. But are you kidding me? No GBE penalty at all. Okay. Once I start pairing bombardiers up with it's going to be all over. But for today, we're just going to be focusing on the incinerators to see how they compare to Scorchers. And I'm not sure there's a stark difference. Also, with this week, we got new tribes, and that is GBE, Shock Bomb GBE cost reduction. And that's going to be very nice because we're going to have a lot of energy to spend and a lot of boom cannons, grapplers, and doom cannons to shock. So let's go ahead. Let's go at it right away here, and we will let the incinerators go and do their thing. So they do get taken out pretty quickly, I guess, when they're hit by every single boom cannon on the map at once, as well as the doom cannon and shock blast. Every single defense might as well add it in there. But look at this, we're at 130 energy, and I don't really know how to spend it, so we're just going to be throwing out critters and shock bombs until we feel safe. And then when it's been a while since I've used the incinerators here, probably I don't think I've used them on warships at all, to be honest, because I don't play that much. But when they die, they do their little flame thing, and I don't even know what you call that, like the firefly effect, where it probably just ablazes all the buildings it hits. That's the only noticeable difference between that and the Scorcher, and the flames are a bit different. First base was an ice base alert with prototypes. Absolutely destroyed it. Alright, so we did lose 6 of them. Let's see how expensive to retrain they are. 500,000 gold? It could be worse. It could be worse, but yeah, definitely I thought it was going to be a gold penalty there instead the GBE, where you could only use incinerators so much because it costs like 1 billion gold to retrain one. But anyway, let's go on to the next base here. A Sky Shield with some pretty scary defenses under there. But you know what a Sky Shield means? It means you just gotta focus up a little bit and thread that shock bomb underneath it. It took 2 shock bombs to get all 3 of the defenses I wanted, but this week it doesn't matter. Shock bombs, extremely cheap, and also we have the energy with all the incinerators instead of Scorchers. We have the energy to afford even regular price shock bombs, to be honest. You see, I've thrown out a few shock bombs and critters, and we're still chilling above 100 energy. What do I even spend the energy on? Let's just bar down that shield generator there, and we'll get a flare on the HQ and shock the final defenses of the base. It's not even fun at this point. Incinerators are just that broken, and it's only going to increase when I add in 1, 2, maybe even 3 boats of bombardiers. That's just going to make it even better. We almost have to like ease ourselves into a strat that powerful, which is why we're only using the incinerators today, and then tomorrow add maybe 1 or 2 boats, and then we can work our way up to full power. I thought it would be a great idea to attack a lower level player on my map, just so they can see that the proto troops at this level are either completely broken or completely useless. And I'm sorry, Christian, I'm throwing the stunners in the completely useless category. Shockeneers are way better. Anyway, let's see how our incinerators are doing. One's actually taken a bit of damage. We're going to let them do their thing, and we're going to see how this incinerator goes and see if we can keep it alive eventually. It's going to get to the red health. I guess not. As soon as I saw that it was lower health than the rest of the Scorchers, incinerators, I'm sorry if I make that mistake again, but as soon like the other incinerators were able to get the defense's attention and take some strain off the one. Let's go ahead, move on to this one. Simo's still a very underrated prototype, but I don't think one Simo is going to have much effect on my incinerators. But you never know. I guess I can't remember the last time I went against a Simo with incinerators. Maybe I should have tested it there. Too risky. CMOs aren't that good. We had to shock it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead, keep getting those hot pots procced up and then shock them, because hot pots are definitely what we have to worry about for this attack with all incinerators. Am I right? Anyway, we'll save up, throw a ton of barrages on the HQ, and that actually did a good amount of damage. Almost was able to fully take it out there. Of course, with the help of taking out defenses and incinerators doing a bit of damage. But I was gonna say, let's test out the incinerators versus a very difficult resource base. This isn't the most difficult one I have, but I think I own one of them that is really difficult and was trading back and forth for a while, but I guess we got it pretty high level and no one wants to touch it anymore. Anyway, let's go ahead, take the resource base, because we definitely need the extra wood at this point. Go ahead, incinerators, go destroy. The thing about the resource base, you have a ton of boom cannons in here, but also it only goes up to level 60, so we can just throw some barrages and do some damage. But no, I threw 3 barrages in that area. I think they got a good health boost going, so that's actually pretty cool. You know, the resource base, I was judging it by the cover a little bit, and the defenses weren't fully packed in there, so I was like, I guess maybe it's not that leveled up. No, with the ice statues, this person probably definitely has. This is actually quite a difficult attack. Let's go over here and see how the fragments of these incinerators are doing. So that boom cannon was at about 1/4 or 3/4 health a few seconds ago. It's hard to tell if it's from incinerators actually firing on it, or if it's from their death explosion, whatever you want to call it, the fireflies I was mentioning earlier. But that did kind of a good amount of damage. I feel like this is the true test. We see there are some prototypes out here. Let's see, are there only 2? So 2 prototypes and a ton of ice statues. I wish we could have got them boosted so we could get an even better test or even more prototypes. But I think this is going to be a good challenge for our incinerators, and we'll go in kind of doubting ourselves here. This person really prepared for Incinerator Week, and we're going to respect that. But what we're going to do first is we're going to get rid of this grappler, because I think about halfway through the attack, I'm going to forget about it. It's going to start punishing me. But the good news is the incinerators, once again, cost 0 energy to deploy. So we actually can spend energy like that right now. And then one final touch. Let's get a barrage right in the middle here. I'm hoping we take out both shock mines and maybe... Oh, there's a third one over here. I'm going to get a box of critters out, and then we're going to deploy our incinerators, and we should be well prepared for this base. You got to believe that the tri boost for the cannon damage is boosted, so we're going to get our first shock bomb out right there, and now we are going to get some good overlaps. 2 boom cannons, a shock launcher. I could have done the same over here, but I didn't look too far past it, kind of panicked. We're going to reinforce it, make sure we keep these boom cannons oppressed, because we don't want, we see how much building damage statues this person has. If the boom cannons latch on for even a second longer than we want, maybe I'm overestimating the boom cannons here, but the incinerators, they seem to be dropping like flies right now. And when I really focused in on this base and didn't just deploy them and let them do their thing, it seemed like this got even easier. Even though the tier of difficulty of a base we're attacking here is so much higher, like that was smooth. That was like pudding. Like, my goodness, we lost 2 incinerators, big deal, and we're finishing with 100 and like 200 energy here almost. Now, albeit all the defenses were taken out, so we were taking all the free buildings at the end, you know, padding the stats at the end. Anyway, good amount of loot. Let's see if we can convert anything, because I think we spent all of our raw crystals already. We'll convert a little bit of gold, and that puts us at 700, so we will not fully get the warrior damage fully upgraded. But you know what that means. Warrior damage, it means we're probably going to have to work warriors in the next couple weeks at some point. But that's the incinerators. We'll see how they do with bombardiers, 1, 2, maybe 3 boats of it. We know how it's going to go. It's going to be like even more broken, if you can even like tell at this point, because these attacks, Like, even the worst one was still just smooth as butter. But thanks for making it to the end. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.